guys have been emphasizing turnovers a lot. How good was it to finally come through against Clemson?
It was very exciting. It was a point that Coach Shannon and Coach Lovett, they emphasized so highly over the spring football and over the fall camp. I mean, we was getting punished severely for not coming up with turnovers in practice, and to just have that game with an explosion of turnovers, 6-1 game, it was just amazing. And it felt so good on that plane ride back home, knowing that the defense came and did what they was expected to do.
What's your definition of punished severely?
I mean, we ran so much after practice every day. Every day we was in competition with the offense. If we didn't come up with three or more turnovers that day, we ran and literally for hours. And if the offense turned the ball over, they had to do the same. So it was a constant back and forth battle of the turnover possessions, and I think all of that paid off come Saturday.
And so many guys are contributing. A lot of different guys are getting turnovers or forcing turnovers.
That's the special part of this defense. It's not just one or two guys that you can depend on. You never know who's going to be that guy to step up. You never know who's going to script the ball loose and who's going to intercept a pass. And that's what I think makes it so special. It's so complete and we're so well-rounded where you have defensive tackles even getting interceptions and cornerbacks getting scripts and recovering fumbles. It's so diverse, and it's just such a well-knit group.
How important is that going to be in this game against Florida State, such a big rival?
It's very important, and as a defense, we strongly believe in the model that if you come up with 3 turnovers, you're in the game. You come up with 4, you'll win them, and that's the mentality we take in every game. And we feel that if we can constantly get turnovers and get the ball back into our offensive hands, they can really score points.
You feel left out at all, Brandon? I know all the other guys have been getting them.
They tease me so much about it, but no, I'm not a selfish guy. I'm not into that kind of stuff, but I would love to add to the turnover battle also. I want to stay focused and keep contributing the best way I can, whether it be in the run game and coming up with stops or making sure guys are in the right position, whatever I can to make the defense a better unit. I'm willing to do that, and but I also want to contribute to those turnovers, and hopefully it'll stop flowing for me soon.
What have you seen from the Florida State offense that you guys will have to prepare for?
They're a great group, and they move the ball so well. And all of the film we watched, Ponder, he's a threat on whether he's running the ball or he's throwing it, and he gets it to a lot of different receivers, and they get a lot of guys involved. I think that's going to be the most challenging part about it, just staying disciplined and not giving them lanes and stuff like that to make the big plays on us. We obviously want to minimize the huge gains and the momentum swinging plays and stuff like that. So we just have to stay focused and try to contain that offense.
What's been the biggest difference from them after their Oklahoma loss? It didn't go well, but then since then they've done it.
I think the main thing they've did is they stick with what they know best. Kristen Ponder, he's a great quarterback, and they leave him to make a lot of decisions. And even in the Oklahoma game, their offense moved the ball very effectively. They just wasn't able to punch it in sometimes in the red zone, but they did move the ball well, and they was able to score a touchdown in the opening drive and respond to Oklahoma touchdown. So, we're not slipping on this Florida State offense, at all. Every time I face them since I've been here, they've given our defense trouble. So it's just one of those games we're really focused on, and we know the tradition of the game, and we're excited to be a part of it.
Growing up in my, go ahead.
What's the tradition of the game mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot to me. Just being a Miami fan and growing up in Miami, knowing everybody knows Miami plays Florida State. This is basically what everybody remembers about the season, whether it's the first game or the last game. Everybody's going to ask you, did you beat Florida State? And that's pretty much all that really matters. And when we talk about last season and being from Miami in the neighborhoods, when you walk around the community, a lot of people just refer to the Florida State game. It wasn't our only win, but it was the first game, and everybody's so familiar with the two teams, that game just means a lot for the community.
What's your fondest memory, I guess, before you got here of a FSU Miami game?
Watching Sean Taylor intercept the pass up at Florida State in the rain and running it back for a touchdown. That's an image that a lot of kids, we watched that game, and we wanted to one day be in that position to be able to make those plays and that people remember. And these are one of those games that everybody's going to be watching, and the guys who step up in this game, we remember for a long time. Good.